Suppose assume that you have two Boolean values like true or false, and you want to check both conditions and find out only single Boolean value. For example, in the real-world application, you have two conditions to check, and you are expecting both conditions must be true. Let's say you want a Python course that covers all the concepts of Python. At the same time, it should contain English captions. So here you have two conditions, right? It should cover all the concepts of Python language, and at the same time, it should contain English captions. So these two conditions should be true. Sometimes you want either of the conditions should be true. So for this kind of comparisons among Boolean values, you will use these logical operators. Let us try. Let me create a new file, logical.py. Let's say we have a Boolean value like true. For example, our code covers all the concepts of Python. And at the same time, we have another condition, right? It should contain the English captions. Yes, our code has. So the second value is true. So if you are expecting either of the conditions must be true, then you will use OR. But in case if you expect both conditions must be true, then you will use AND. For example, I am expecting both conditions must be true. Then I can use AND. So true and true, which result will be true. So as you can check, the output will be single true. So the expression of true and true results true only. What if, for example, there is a course, it covers all the concepts of Python, but it doesn't contain the English captions. So in this case, the result will be false, because our expectation is that both conditions must be true. Okay, suppose I change my mind. I am expecting either of these conditions should be true. Either it should cover all the concepts of Python, or it should contain English captions. Either of these should be true. In that case, instead of AND, we have to use OR. But fortunately, in this case, both conditions are true, so obviously you will get true. Yes, we are getting true here. But in the second case, for the first condition it is true, but for the second condition is false. In this case also, because of OR, we must get true. It's because OR excuses the second condition if one condition is true. Either the first condition or second condition, either of these must be true. That is the expectation of this OR. So instead of writing like true or false, we can use any other conditions by using these comparison operators like equal to, not equal to, etc. For example, here, instead of true, I am writing a condition that is 10 equal to 10. So this condition results will be true. And we have another condition that is 10 is greater than 3. In this case, for this expression we are getting true, and for the second expression, that is also true, right? So true or true, overall it must be true. But in the second line, I am writing a condition like 10 equal to 10, so condition is true. And in this case, I am writing 10 is less than 3. So this is false, right? So true or false. Because of OR, we are getting true again. Because what is the expectation of OR? Either of these conditions should be true, right? At least the first condition is true, so result must be true itself. Alright. We have one more operator called NOT. That means the given condition will be opposite. That means true becomes false and false becomes true. For example, I am giving NOT 10 equal to 10. Actually, if you evaluate this expression alone, 10 equal to 10 condition is true, right? But because of NOT, it will be opposite. So true become false and false become true. In this case, it is actually true. So NOT of true obviously will be false. Yes, we are getting the same here. So whenever you expect both conditions should be true, then we are using AND. But in case if you expect at least one condition should be true, then OR. You want to make the condition opposite. That means true is false and false is true. In that case, NOT. These are the three logical operators that we have. And all these logical operators are written in lowercase. And this is the cheat sheet for the same. So AND means both conditions should be true. OR means at least one condition should be true, either the first value or second value. And of course, NOT means the given condition will be opposite. So true become false and false become true. For example, true and true is true. True and false is false. False and true is false. False and false is false. Okay, you need not memorize all this. See, the AND operator gives you true only one time, that is, whenever both operands are true. In all the remaining cases, it is false. But if you consider this OR, it gives you false only in one case, that is false or false. But in all remaining cases, it gives you true. That means if both conditions are false, then only it gives you false one time. If at least one operand is true, it definitely gives you true. Of course, NOT makes it opposite. So true become false, false become true. So in the real world applications, you will use these logical operators to make a complex conditions. Let's say, for example, the employee designation must be manager, and at the same time this attendance must be above 90%. Then only we have to allow an appraisal for him. For checking multiple or dual conditions, you will use these logical operators.